welcome back to Finally Revealed in episode 49 of Be the Change. In this week's episode, I want to talk to you about acceptance. Acceptance of oneself is the basis for any real lasting change. Now, wait a minute, Michelle. We've gone through all of these weeks and now you're doing this one. Well, yes, it's a fundamental truth, but in order to be able to get there and recognize it, all of these other steps that we have gone through as far as our time and our resources are necessary because we need to take inventory of what we're doing and see our patterns. Now is the time to recognize how we've tripped ourselves up, how we have wasted time, how we have reconfigured what we're doing, and I'm not going to say them all in the right way. It comes down to acceptance. And that is if you have ever procrastinated, if you have ever started playing video games for 15 minutes and turned into 3 hours, if you ever went online on social media and were there for hours and hours. A lot of people have on their phone now, it'll tell you screen time. If your screen time is going up and up and up, and if you even look at it, are you spending hours and hours of time on your phone or on your tablet or on your computer? And what is that time spent on? It might be that you are working. It might be that you're playing music and while you're doing something else. It might be that you're researching. But it also might be endless scrolling. It would be watching TV, and now people get addicted to their television. They get addicted to bad food. What are you doing with your time? We categorized it at the very beginning as far as what we were doing, and you might have just focused on the productive things that you were doing, but all of this other time is a symptom. And the root of the problem is a lack of acceptance. Do you get up when you want to wake up in the morning? Do you have a schedule? Is the schedule something that you created or someone created it for you? If your schedule is built around kids, hopefully that was because you wanted them and that is, your family. We have commitments, but some of them are not important. Some of them are false or flimsy or made up because we thought this is what I should be doing, or this is what someone in my position does, or I made this commitment. And I've talked about this on other videos on making a commitment to a charity or to a community group, but then you are now changing your lifestyle, you're growing your family, you're working on your home garden, whatever it is. Your time is valuable and should be directed and spent on activities and endeavors that enrich your life. It doesn't have to be work all the time. It could be because you want to take 2 big vacations a year. It could be because you are learning a new hobby or learning a new craft or studying a new subject or participating in your kids' sports. Those things are not throwaways. Those are important. And if you are ever sitting at your desk at work or standing at the assembly line or wherever you, or in the classroom, wherever you work, or in the hospital, and you are procrastinating or wasting time, lacking focus, lack of focus and wasting, that's an indication that something needs to change. However, what first needs to change before you figure out where your change is going to come from is to recognize these are habits that you have: to go down the rabbit hole, to procrastinate, to sleep too late, to eat something that's not good for you, to distract yourself. Those are habits that you have. Accept those habits and then look at what they are covering up. They are symptoms of something else. When I talked about this at the beginning, I only wanted you to categorize what you were doing. We didn't dive deeper. But now it's time to dive deeper. And if you have these symptoms, you need to look at what the underlying cause is. The underlying part is that, number one, accept that these are your panaceas, your cures, your way of coping, and then look at, and that's okay because those are helpful for you when they pop up. then you can snap out of it and say, okay, wait a minute, I'm starting to scroll again. I haven't been on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever in a long time. What's going on? What am I avoiding? Can someone else do it for me? Is it something I can hire out? Why am I afraid of it? Why don't I like it? And again, if it's related to your job, you have to change it. We can't spend 5 days a week looking forward to 2 days. That's ridiculous. We can't spend 90 days or 120 days or 365 days looking towards a 3-day weekend or a 1-week vacation. We have to do better for ourselves, and we have to improve our life, and nobody can do that but us, because we're the ones who know what we like to do, know what we're good at doing, know what resonates with other people, know what brings in money for us, knows what enriches our family and what our family needs. So look through your day today, whatever day you're watching this, look through this next week and recognize, what are your symptoms? Accept those. If you are better in the afternoon, as far as focusing or reading or writing, that kind of work, if you're better in the morning at doing physical labor or working out, or whatever your job is, if you have a component of a physical part and a more cerebral or more thinking part, or busy work or office work, switch it so that it works best for you if you like what you're doing. If you don't like what you're doing, why not? And how long has this been going on? Is it a particular thing right now that you need help with, or is this overall? We have to do better. We can be a better world if each one of us is happier. And recognizing ourselves, our tendencies. Some people do not like to get up early in the morning. Some people do not like to stay up late at night. Recognize what you like, what you don't like, what are your habits. Stop beating yourself up about it, and just recognize, maybe you don't like to do the dishes every night. Well, do you do it every other night? Do you like your house? Do you want your house to be clean and tidy, or do you not care? If you don't care, stop beating yourself up about it. If you do care, fix it. So let's look this week at the symptoms, accept our patterns, accept ourselves, and let's buy back some time and make every day better. The only person who can do this for you is you. And you can do it. We can all do it. I hope this was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions below. Share this with someone it might benefit. Let's let each other off the hook. Stop with the shoulds or I ought to. If you don't want to do it, politely say, I don't want to do it. If it's something about your own habits and you're postponing things or procrastinating and you're only hurting yourself, just accept it. Accept it that you want to do something else right now and go do it. Or accept that it's something that you don't want to do at all. So eliminate it. Have someone else do it. Whatever the project is, give it away and move on. Let's lighten the load for ourselves. And when we do that, we'll have a better attitude and we'll lighten it for everybody else. Subscribe to see the other videos. Come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.